Hello, this is Lauren, and we're live at the OJ Club. And today with us we have Fitta Warri. Sawubona Fitta Warri.
Sabona.
Unjani.
Neyapila.
Brother, uyitholile this time. That was African Life 101 Zulu language lesson. So Fitta Warri, what is the vibe like in your body and your bones today, being in Vienna?
Well, it's like hyperactivity. The blood is just pumping extra hard, The fire want to come out, So it's really like an anticipated feeling I'm having at the moment, Wow. Yeah, man.
Well, we're looking forward to actually seeing you perform, being the first time that I particularly will be seeing you perform. And, stemming back from your inspiration as to coming into the genre of music, what actually inspired Fitta Warri to actually follow into the reggae music genre?
Well, in fact, I didn't follow it. It followed me, and, I realized that, and it chooses me. So from ever since I've known myself, it was always the same type of thing which I'm singing now. It was the same type from a childhood state, which I can't even remember which age. I always used to get like tin cans with sticks, and always beat an African beat and sing my own lyric, Yeah, so it's been like forever,
It's been a part of your upbringing. And who actually bestowed the name Fitta Warri upon you?
Well, in fact, it's not Fitta Warri, it's Fitta Warri. But because of a lot of people in Jamaica, we speak Patois and mix it up with a lot of people just say, what warrior, what Fitta Warri? But in fact, it's Fitta Warri because I remember when Rastafari came to me, I used to move amongst like a group of 6 youths in my age group, or a little older. And we form an organization called the Toe of His Imperial Majesty. That is the Toe of Him, the Tikure Ambassador Order, something like that. I can't remember the word perfectly still. And they were the one who gave the name Fitta Warri to me because before that I used to be called by this name Atafire. And then, something dramatically happened where I was living in Spanish Town with my brothers. They got a telegram that, my mother wrote and say, come urgent. And I just look at my bigger brother and say, listen, I think I should go this time because for the last months you are the one who have been visiting mama the most. So let me go now and see what mama want, Yeah. And from I reach into my town, which they call Brownstown, where Busy Signal is from, and Romain Virgo, these youths, I saw some people who know me, they run and they come and hug me and say, it's all over the news, you are dead. Because one guy had the same name. Yeah. He went into a confrontation with somebody and they killed him. So my mother heard the news on the radio and got shocked and thought it was I. So from that time, I just decided to change the name Atafire because somebody had it and they die, and it's bringing like a little negative influence towards me. When people see me, they're gonna say, we heard that you're dead, so, Yeah. I decided to change all of that, and at the right time, these youth gave the name to me, Yes. Yeah, so from that time, I, just call myself Fitta Warri. Yeah.
And the staff that you're holding, what is the symbolization of your staff?
Well, this is coming from like a biblical perspective still. All the great kings, all the great pharaohs, great emperors, they always have a staff or a rod or something like that in the end. But this particularly is coming from the Bible, from King Moses in the Bible, where they say, he threw down his rod and it turned into a snake, Well, in some form, this can be like that in a musical form, And it really have a deep significance. But if we should talk about everything, we're going to take up the whole time, So, yeah, man. But it's from like a biblical perspective still. And you see, I decided to put red, gold, green, the color of the earth, Yeah, man.
And what has been the inspiration behind your lyrics in the music that you write?
Well, life on a whole. But on a next hand, I just want to say every artist, doesn't matter if it's overgrown or underground, would sing a positive song which really motivates me. It inspires I same way, So I'm not partial when it come on to music because no people getting corrupted and who have the bigger money get the most airplay, and if you don't have no money nobody know about you. But because of YouTube, SoundCloud and all these things which we explore on the internet, sometimes we see some youths sing some nice positive songs which should be playing on the mainstream, but you see what's happening in the business. So anyone, it doesn't matter whether you have a big name or a small name, you sing positive music which electrifies I, you inspire I also.
Just as long as a positive message is actually being, disseminated to the youth and to the rest of the world about oneness. Yeah. On a more personal note, what does repatriation mean to you?
Repatriation, well, first you have to check on the word and call it slow because it's English language and it can be tricky. Repatriation. Re is a prefix mean anything that's going around. So the patriation now to I, is like moving forward to somewhere where you have been before. Yeah, but because of this same dirty financial situation which happening in the world, a lot of people in Jamaica, like so-called Pan-Africanists or even Rastafari people, it wasn't their decision to be on that little piece of rock called Jamaica. So when they are there now and crying out, I want to go back where I think I should be, and the governments of the world keep on neglecting this, it's really unfair and unjust. So repatriation to I, it means, in a physical or spiritual sense, because you have to start in the mind first. Repatriate the mind first, and then the physical come forward after. So that is repatriation to I. Going forward to a place where I want to stay, where I was before. Yeah.
What a deep sense of meaning it actually has to you, as I've asked many other artists.
It's just reality, It's just the reality, because the reality is, it was because of slavery while melanin toned people ended up in Jamaica, And in some horrible, brutal way too. A lot of them got raped, a lot got murdered and thrown over the board, from the ship. So, it's deep to me when it touches repatriation, I know, look at Jamaica now, it's one of the most dangerous countries in the world because of crime, And you have places like that in Africa, but not everywhere in Africa. Africa is so big. So you can find a nice little calm village to, settle down, or somewhere, some surrounding which is not so dangerous, Yeah, man. So moving to Africa, first in the mind, and then, physical tread must have a forward. Yes.
In terms of you, what would make you feel happy on a day that you're feeling sad and down? What memory comes to mind that lifts your soul up?
Well, a lot of memories, because, in my brain sometimes it's like 1 million computers. So, like, at this minute, I remember, like having memory on my childhood where I was, like, becoming little known in my community, because of the music. People know that, yes, this guy have a talent. So, when I'm here sometimes and like bad days come, these things reflect to my mind. Whoa, I remember that time. I just find a CD or a USB stick, anything which have versions, and I plug in my microphone and I start to make my own show at home, me alone. So you will say, this man mad, he's performing like he's performing in front of 10 million. So, these type of memories, when they hit me, I, get in a better mood than the mood which I was in before, whether it's a sad mood or a good mood, but I automatically get better from these, things happen. Yeah, man. And having memory on my mama, who brought me up without a father. Yeah, these things really, doesn't matter what the day says, good or bad. And remembering on mama make me like, calm, know yourself, know how you're walking, and yeah.
Keep your head up and move on. What message of inspiration would you have to the youths out there in Jamaica, back in Africa? What message of hope would you have for them?
Well, I'm a person who always defend the youths. Even if you check my biography, I'm a person who always preaching positivity to the youths and tell them not to get involved into crime or violence, and have respect for the older people, Yeah, so, a lot of different messages, but, my main inspiration for the youths is respect the elders and love, because without love, we are going into a dark pit. So it's not about singing it or talking it and deep down, you don't have it. The way how I have love, I am with a white woman, and a lot of people burn these things. But because of the power of love, it doesn't have no borders, no barriers, no colors. Love is just love, and from you can treat people with love. Don't disrespect them. If them disrespect you, burn a fire, yes, but I just love at the end of the day, said we. Yeah, man.
And what new projects should we be expecting from you?
Well, a lot of projects are in the pipeline since years, but it's all about which one gonna come out, Because a lot of producers right now have songs of Fitta Warri just lying in the computer. They are not putting the songs them out, But, at the moment I'm working on an album with my brethren from Togo, who based in Cologne. He conducts the Roots Center part of Summer Jam. It's called King C-Red, and I voice all the tunes. Is all about mixing and mastering and to promote it when the summer season come forward again, And also I have a next virgin, but it's underground people these. The overgrown, I don't know what's happening. 1 and 2 of them say, yes, Fitta, voice a rhythm for me, I have a brethren called Syndicate Sound, Olga. He went out of the music for some years, and then he decided to take it up back. I'm voicing like a EP with him at the moment. We have already 3 songs. One is called Cry for Africa, and this one I will sing it tonight, and to let you know that things are still happening. And at the moment too, most of my shows I'm doing it with Zion Train, because these are the people who really see the true talent in Fitta and decided that no, this talent can never go down the drain, Because in fact I'm like a freestylist when I'm working with Zion Train. 99% of what comes out was not rehearsed. Yeah. It's just like a spiritual thing where you just sing anything which comes to your mind, and because of the power of the music, sometimes as I look, the songs just coming out freestyle, Yeah, but normally otherwise when I have like a show, I do like regular songs where, you sit and you write and you voice them, but yeah, that's the music, So Zion Train at the moment with the shows, and King C-Red with the album coming out soon, hopefully, and Syndicate with the EP also, Yeah, man. So quite a few things, And also in Austria here too, with House of Rhythm, I'm just waiting on the day when they say, okay, they will release Fitta's album, Yeah, man.
Well, we wish you all the best on your future endeavors and so forth. And from African Lifestyle, we would like to say thank you very much for affording us the opportunity to interview you. It was actually a wonderful opportunity meeting you in person as well. And thank you once again.
Yeah, you don't know, we cry for Africa, I'm a crying for Mama Africa. I'm a crying out for you. I'm a crying out for Africa when I see all what them a do. I'm a crying out for Mama Africa. I'm a crying out for you. Crying for Africa, tears which will tear Babylon in a two. How comes the richest continent still have some of the poorest residents? Calling no one all the African governments. People in the motherland, they want betterment, better facilities and better treatment. Some selling out the resources, the financial defense, and just leave them countries like a weak fence. They really need contact lens. I'm a crying out for Africa. I'm a crying out for you. African life. We cry out for Africa every day and every night. Selassie heights, lock it tight. All right?
Thank you very much. This is African Life, and we're out. Peace.